Bonus lesson, assault stop combat skill number 16, unarmed versus knife defense. Going up against a knife wielding assailant is not good for anyone. It's best to have the mindset that you are most likely going to get cut. Just be sure not to get cut in a critical area. Accepting the possibility of being cut will boost your chances of surviving greatly because it is fear of being cut that places a person off balance, drives them to blindly back into tight spaces and trip over their own feet while closing their eyes so they don't see what's coming. You must never be that person. When going empty-handed against a knife, you want to maneuver to an area where you have plenty of room for movement or an escape. Make your body smaller by lowering your chin, crouching down, turning your wrists in towards yourself, and lowering your elbows to cover your abdomen and chest area. Never position your wrists out to face your attacker. He may target them to slice the arteries in your wrist. While defending, search for anything that you can pick up and use to deflect the blade, such as a shoe, briefcase, coat, laptop, broom handle, towel, cup, purse, etc. Anything is better than your naked skin. Unpredictable movement is the best defense against a slashing blade. Never back into a corner, and always work to create an escape opportunity so you can end things instead of the armed assailant ending it. Move, dodge, and swing to hit your armed enemy. Even yell at him as if you aren't afraid to distract and unbalance him. This technique, web hand, is sensible and practical and is used by law enforcement, bodyguards, and the military today. It also is the only technique that I personally have seen and used that seems to have the sincere ability to work effectively in real-life stress situations where an aggressive, explosive attack is happening with a blade and life is at risk. Here's how you would execute web hand against a knife strike. Before we go to that, I'm going to show you what I was saying, and there is a video for this. Watch the video. I go more deeper detail. But if you're getting attacked by someone with a knife, you know, your stance is going to, don't go here, all right? They'll cut those wrists. So these go here, all right? My elbows are coming in. I want to protect the inside of that body. My chin is down. My hands are up near my eyes. So I'd rather get cut on the back of my hands than on my face, okay? I'd rather get cut on my arms than right there in my organs. That's what they're going to be going for, especially if they're established. So I'm crouching down low, making my body smaller and going here, okay? And then even watching with this leg, because if he's smart, he's going to go for that leg. So that leg is ready to be able to move quickly just like that away from a wipe with that knife. Okay? Web hand. When your attacker slashes or grabs at you with a knife, bring both of your hands together to make a brace with the web areas between the thumb and first finger. Just like that. Aim so that the wrist of his knife and hand lands in the brace web part made by both hands together. This will stop the blade from cutting you. So he's coming here, there. Okay, that's just stopping the blade from hitting you is what that's doing. Close your hands around his wrist to trap his knife and stop his attacks with the blade. That's number 3 now. When I'm saying that, if the person's there and you're grabbing that, understand it's going to be sweaty, might be blood, so you may lose it. These techniques, knife fighting is really, really hard to prove because you cannot practice with a real knife. It's not like MMA fighting where I say I can beat you with my fist. You say, well, let's try, and we can really go and fight. And knife, you can never give a person a real knife and say, all right, show me that your knife defense truly works. Give me that real knife. Or same thing happens with firearms. So this stuff is the best things that people can offer, okay? And we've seen them work, and nothing is perfect. Just like even a defense from punches, you're still going to get hit probably. So you may still even get cut. So. Number 4, while maintaining hold of his weapon, deliver headbutts to his face, knees to his groin, and even bites if necessary until he drops the knife. So if I, boom, whip, and I got a hold, now I got a hold of that weapon hand, boom, bow, I'm doing everything I can to make him drop that knife. Number 5, escape or recover the knife to defend yourself from any additional attacks made by your attacker. And understand that, you know, a knife attack, I'm saying there's a really, really good video. I go into deep detail explaining about how to defend against that knife. There are a lot of defenses against a blade, and I've seen some of them, and some of them are just, like I said, they're fun, they're fancy, and they probably would not work. And then there's different, you know, types of theories. And some people have theories that go against my theory, and when we challenge each other's theory, we end up learning that both of us are right and both of us could be wrong. So it's so complex. But this is something, you watch that video, and the way I explain it, you'll see that it is something good that can help you to defend yourself against a knife attack.